Hello guys, welcome back to coding mode. In this tutorial we will see how to create a slide. Slides are of two types. One slider will be the horizontal, that is which moves from left to right or from right to left. Another will be the vertical, that's from top to bottom or bottom to top. Here we will see the vertical slider, and for that we have some steps to follow. I have mentioned them. You can just take a screenshot of this. The first step is we have to create two activities, okay? And the two activities is already here. I have created a project with the slide app name, and here I have already mentioned the two activities. One is the main activity and another is a slide activity. When you click any image or button from a main activity, it should open the slider, and that slider is supported by this slide activity. Clear? The first step is done, and the next step is we have to create an animation folder with 4 animation files. The first is the slide on top, slide on bottom, slide up top, and slide on bottom. Let's create these 4 animations quickly. So for that, I will go to the resource folder, right click on it, and new Android resource directory, and I will name it by animation. And here in this animation folder, where is it? Okay, let's just retry. New Android resource directory, just name it anim. And now in this anim folder we have to create 4 animation files. Let's create them one by one. The first one will be slide in top, again another one that will be a slide in bottom, slide out top, and the last one slide out bottom. And we will specify from which dimension our slide should move and how much duration it should take while generating a slide. Okay, so let's write some code for it. I will go first in the slide in top, and we have to translate our slide, so I will use a translate tag. We have to choose the duration here, Android duration, and the duration here we will take is 4 seconds. And the next thing is, since we are dealing with a vertical slider, so we don't have to worry about the from X delta option. All we have to do is we have to deal with Y delta option. Okay, so I will choose the Y delta option, and it will be from -100 and to Y delta it will be 0. And let's just close it. This will be the slide in top, and the second is slide in bottom that we will deal with. Again, let's just copy the code I have mentioned here. All we have to change is some dimensions. Okay, and here it will be from delta it will be 100 and to 0. And the third slide that we have to create is the slide out option. slide out top, and again I will copy this code and I'll paste it here, make some chains in it, and here the chains will be, this time it is going to be 0, and here it will be minus 100, and we have to edit the last slide, and here what we will choose is, this is going to be the 0 again, and this will 100. Okay, our slides are done. The next thing that we have to do is we have to follow the step number 3. We have to mention these animations that we just created in our slide style. So I'll open my style, and here one by one I will mention these. So what I have to do is, we have to create a new style tag, and in here I will use some text that will be the custom activity animation name, parent, which will be equal to Android, just showing us some options. Android, style animation dot activity. The next will be the, we'll create the items, and the first will be the that is the Android, activity, open, enter animation, and in here I have to call the NM slide and bottom, slide and bottom. In the same way, the next item here is going to be the Android, open exit animation, and for that I have to call the NM, and it will be our slide out top. Next will be the third item, Android, open, close, enter animation, and here its name will be the NM slide on top, and the last one will be item, Android, close, exit animation, and okay, here it is not, it's open, and here the, and the last that one is remaining here is the output. Okay, here we are done with this thing, and the next thing is I will simply open my main activity, and I want some button to be here. Let's just go to my drawable folder, click new, vector asset, and in here I will choose my vector asset on which I click, something will happen. So let me choose an icon here. Let's choose this one. One more icon in a vector asset. Let's just choose. Okay, let's just choose this one. We'll call this image by drawable vested bullets, and let's choose a size 50 dp. This is going to be 150. And yeah, the next thing is I will just mention some text here. 100 dp. Orientation vertical, layout gravity, center, and the text color will be, let's choose, okay, let's choose black. Text size will be 20. Let me just copy this entire thing in my slider drawer, and instead of this is my slider, and instead of this one I will choose the okay. And the last thing that we have to do here is we have to create the function for the slider, and we have to call that function in our button click. So let me go to my main activity quickly, and what function I have to create is just I'll call it any name by any name. So let me choose it by public wide open my slider, and then this I have to mention is intent, new intent, get application context, and here I will mention the class to which I have to switch. That will be my slide.class, star activity, and in here I will mention the activity name, and after that what I will do is I will create the override pending transition. Okay, open override pending transition r.nm dot slide in bottom, and not slide up top. These two. And the name is open my slider. I will call it in my, I want when this will be clicked, the function of the slide opening function should open. So what I will do here is I'll on click and I'll call the function over here. And next thing is I have to do the same procedure, create a function. Once we just swap from top to bottom, our slider will open. And we should again swap from bottom to top, the slider should get closed. For that, I have to mention the function here in the slide activity as well. That will be the public void go back to main activity. Again here will be the view and create the intent in the same way. Get application content. My class is the main activity dot class, and here will be the star activity. Oops. And here I'll mention the intent folder. And the one more thing that I have to do here is again we have to, just copy this line and I'll paste it, but here this time it will be slide in top, and here it will be the slide out bottom. And of course I have to write the finish function that should public void super finish, again override pending transition not anim dot slide in bottom r dot anim dot slide out top. Okay, here we are done with everything. Let's just check it. Okay, it's opening my new slide and this is not working. Oh yes, I have created this function but I haven't mentioned this function in the click event. So what I have to do here is I have to mention the onClick method in this also. That will be the go back to this. Let's just rerun it. Okay, this is my first page. I will click on these three bullets and it is sliding my this, and if I again press on this it will redirect me back to the main activity. Okay, this is my beautiful slider. You can adjust the time duration. For example, if you want this slide to be open in a while, then what you have to do, go back to your animation, and in these just instead of 400 you can use like 800 everywhere, and you can see the difference. 800, okay, let's check. See, it's going slower now. In the same way, you can change the direction as well. For that, what you have to do is, instead of from delta, you have to use y. Instead of y, you have to use the x everywhere. So let me show you that thing as well. I want you to learn this. You can just do it everywhere. Which one is left now? Okay, this. Now, if you will run this one, you will see that this will slide from the left to right, okay, in a horizontal direction. See how it's sliding? Hope you like this tutorial and subscribe for the amazing content. Take care.